Welcome
Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Welcome to Tuesday Night Basketball. And both backcourts in this one stand cream of the crop.
Well, a lot of people would say that this is a guard-oriented league. I think it's a league of all the positions, but tonight, certainly, whoever can win that guard battle will probably go home with the W.
Certainly the headliner tonight. Now let's check out the starters for the Detroit Pistons. Kevin Durant is out there with James. Then it's Ausar Thompson. Then there's Jalen Duren. And it's Chamberlain in at the center position. Now here's Durant. Pass to Chamberlain. Here's James. Banked it in off the glass.
Once James gets the ball in close, it's game over. Put up those 2 points.
James against Antetokounmpo. Now Bryant. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Leonard. Back to Antetokounmpo. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Bryant. Rebounded by the Pistons.
Both sides going at it. Classic good offense versus good defense.
Thompson, that's good.
Good work down low. I mean, I like how confident Thompson is from this area.
And one thing we know we'll see, Jalen Duren giving his all on the glass, Dan.
Yeah, Brian, look, he's one of the best per-minute rebounders in this league, and it's what the team needs for him. But he's also become a very good finisher around the basket.
The Pistons have had quite a few high lottery picks of late, Stan. However, they haven't had much success yet.
Well, Brian, you know, sometimes it takes a lot of time. Some teams will come together quicker. Some players and some teams need more time to develop. Detroit's just got to keep adding to what they have and continuing to develop the players that are already in their system.
And a great fan base in Detroit, starving for victories. And he makes both free throws.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
And so Durant will bring it up for the Pistons. Pass to Chamberlain. James against Antetokounmpo. James can't get it to go.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
17-foot shot on the way. O'Neal pulls it in. James has gone 1 for 3 on the night. Antetokounmpo against James. Now here's Antetokounmpo. He's closely guarded. O'Neal passes to Leonard. Shoots over Durant. Leonard can't get it to go. The Pistons have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Pass to Duren. Now here's Thompson, covered by Bryant. Thompson against Bryant. Back to Duren. Well, there's the shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. The Bucks have gone 1 for 3 so far. Antetokounmpo against James. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Durant. Here's Leonard. Here's O'Neal. And a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Yeah, they need to pay attention to the details. Second chance points are backbreakers.
And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
Give it up for your forward crew.
.146 left in the first. And stolen by Leonard. Oh, and a fast break for the Bucks. Can't hit that one. Nice D from Thompson.
Well, I know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Outside Durant. Lopez against James. 6 to shoot. Here's Thompson. He got a piece of it. Leonard against Durant. Leonard passes to Antetokounmpo. And here's Lopez. Pass to Bryant. O'Neal with it. Defended by Thompson. Lets it fly. The bank shot. No good. The Pistons trailing. Durant. The pass to James. Screen by Durant. James goes in and denied. He sends it right off the glass. It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
Thompson, a screen on Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. Durant finds Thompson. Here's James. And he gets it to go off the front iron.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to Bryant. Shoots over Thompson. And another miss by Milwaukee.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Durant looking around. Shoots over Lopez. Knocks down the 18-footer. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Detroit on top. They lead by a bucket. Stay with us now as we get set to bring you quarter number 2 after this. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And looking at what we've seen from Detroit, what do you guys think?
Well, I think it's pretty obvious they were well prepared defensively coming in.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
And here's Durant. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. They've got Giannis Antetokounmpo. Kawhi Leonard out there with Brook Lopez. Then there's Kobe Bryant. And wow! LeBron making some noise.
It doesn't get much better than that. LeBron putting some muscle on the slam.
And here's Milwaukee now. Trailing by 4. Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, B.A. The Bucks know they are a high-level team, but they want to dominate the competition on another level.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Giannis Antetokounmpo wants to take on the tough assignments defensively. He said, quote, "I believe I'm one of the best two-way players to ever play this game, and I want to have that challenge, knowing that you gave everything to the game and you gave everything to stop the other team's best player."
He certainly wants to dominate in every way, Allie. Thank you. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute to play. For 3. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo. And that one goes in. Leonard's got 6 here in the quarter.
And he's a selective three-point shooter. Kawhi only takes them if he feels he has a good look.
And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Stan, you started as an assistant in the NBA back in 1995. Now, all of these years later, for a coach, what's been the biggest change, you think?
Well, I think the biggest change, Brian, has been that we don't practice as much. There's much less time spent on the court with your team. It's more done in terms of film and individual work and not 5-on-5 type practice like it was back in 1995.
You mean to say we're talking about practice?
That's exactly right.
And he's going for the lob. Second quarter of basketball. Just over a minute and a half played so far. Antetokounmpo, pass to Bryant. Now here's O'Neal. He's looking good. 2 buckets and 3 attempts. Pistons trail by 4. Pass to Duren. Thompson with it. Back to Duren. Shot clock at 6. Durant for 3. And again, the Pistons missing. Now the Bucks with it. They've gone on an 8-0 run. Inside, O'Neal. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And Grant, the combination of Giannis and Lillard, one of the most fearsome pick-and-roll tandems the league has ever seen.
You're spot on, B.A. You surround them with shooting, and you have the makings of an offensive juggernaut.
Oh, LeBron sending it home.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
And here is Antetokounmpo. No points yet. Leonard for 3. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo. And that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 3 assists tonight. And here's Durant. He'll bring it up for Detroit. 7-point differential. James against Antetokounmpo. Lets it go for 14. Giannis with the rebound. Here's Milwaukee. This run now up to 13-2. And then Bryant with the dunk.
They're simply not missing. Unreal.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Brian, with the Bucks switching coaches midway through last season, Doc Rivers, experienced with star-laden rosters, he said, quote, "I resist thinking that you can't coach players. I have no problem holding them accountable. If you don't do it, you're not going to win." Brian, the pressure's on to get it done.
The burden of expectations. It's title or bust. Thanks, Allie.
How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied. Thompson against Bryant. Missed inside. Pistons trail by 7. "46 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Got a piece of it. Antetokounmpo against James. Good work defensively by James.
And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
James, a screen on Leonard. Durant for three. KD splashes the triple.
Yeah, smooth and focused. KD is so polished, so prolific.
Throws it up high. James deciding where to go with it. That shot missing. Good D by Antetokounmpo. Bryant from deep three-point land. No good on the buzzer beater. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Bucks ahead. They're up by 4. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Doc, as this team continues to develop, what's going to be most critical to really taking your play to the next level?
Continuity offensively and then being on the same page defensively. We have so much length. If we can get on the same page defensively, we could be really good.
The more reps, the better. Thanks, Coach.
Appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break. Ready for the third quarter.
Right here, attention to center court and get ready for the half-court shot run line. They're thinking about the shot. One more time, a round of applause for our contestants.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Without question, Kawhi Leonard displaying his skills today.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
And so it's Detroit with it, trailing by 4, and on the floor for J.B. Bickerstaff as we get into the second half. Thompson out there with Jalen Duren. Then there's Kevin Durant. Then there's James. And it's Chamberlain in at the 5 spot. Antetokounmpo against James. 4 on the clock. Over Antetokounmpo. The shot by James, no good.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's the look they want. It's tough working the mid-range area.
Well, Coach, it's been discussed a lot, but the Detroit Pistons set a record in 2023 that no one wants to match.
Well, that's for sure, B.A. No franchise wants to suffer through a 28-game losing streak. They thought that team had potential, but they just never found their footing early on, and then things just snowballed on them.
The free throw drops for Leonard. Well, Stan, every franchise has their guy. What kind of things do you want your franchise player to exhibit?
Well, Brian, here's what people have to understand. The culture of your team is determined by your best player. If you want a hardworking, unselfish, competitive team, that best player, that franchise guy, has to embody those things.
And you know, guys, I mean, he is a solid free throw shooter. And, of course, Leonard has everything in his game.
James passes to Duren. Let's go with a three. O'Neal pulls it in. O'Neal's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Back to Bryant. And he's going for the oop here. O'Neal misses.
That could have been an easy pass and finish. Not really sure what went wrong.
Yeah, that just comes down to the timing being off between those two guys.
Bryant, the pass to Leonard. Here's Lopez. Pass to O'Neal. They double him with Duren. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That one on Duren.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
First trip to the line for him here.
Taking 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. He's perfect from the line this time. And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan.
On the court is your other squad. It's time for Pacers.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Outside Durant. James, right side. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Sometimes it's impossible trying to contain LeBron. Have to settle for fouling him and hope that he misses.
Detroit shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe. That free throw good from James. And growing up in California, Stan, when did you first fall in love with the game of basketball?
Well, Brian, my dad coached for a long time, and I just remember going to his practices and going to his games. I can't remember a time where I didn't love the game.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. The Bucks leading by 6. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Lopez can't hit. And so Durant will bring it up for the Pistons. Thompson outside. Now Duren, still without a bucket. Pass to Durant. Releases. He hits the back iron and sinks it.
There's the quick release. KD remarkably fast with the basketball.
Milwaukee has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Antetokounmpo against James. Lopez for 3. The rebound by Detroit. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. James against Antetokounmpo. James outside. That's good. And so Durant with the assist. And now it's just a 2-point Milwaukee lead.
Yeah, the assertive approach from LeBron is really paying off in this one. He is driving this offense. The great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis' career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
Pass to Bryant. Back to Leonard. Shot on the wing. And that's good for 2. Leonard's got 13.
Talk about a pure jumper. Leonard doesn't need a lot of space to rise up.
James outside. Here's Chamberlain. He's covered by O'Neal. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Detroit shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
The line for the Pistons. Wilt Chamberlain taking 2 shots.
He's off on the first. So he comes up empty at the line. The Bucks leading by 3. Leonard outside to the paint. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
Pass to Duren. Here's Chamberlain. Now Durant. 3-pointer. Knocks it down from distance. Durant's got 8 points here in the quarter.
Yeah, the single-minded focus of Durant on offense, it's all about getting buckets, no distractions.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to Lopez. O'Neal with it. Antetokounmpo outside. Just 5 on the clock. The Bucks need to get up a shot here. And it's blocked. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Well, that one stings. In a game where every possession counts, he just gave one away.
We got to see that one again. That block was all-out effort.
Oh, terrific defensive intensity right there. Getting stops like that is crucial for them right now.
There's 10 seconds left in the third quarter here. Pass to James. Target. We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. The Bucks on top. They lead by 2. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Yeah, it's pretty to watch. It's great to have so many big men in the NBA who can dish it like this.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. They've got Kobe Bryant. Brook Lopez is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it's O'Neal in at the 5. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Right wing. Clock at 6. Antetokounmpo inside. Chamberlain pulls it in. The Pistons trailing. Down low. Here's James. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. O'Neal's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Leonard passes to Antetokounmpo. And here's Bryant outside. The rebound by Detroit. Here's James. Pass to Duren. And here's Durant. They double team Durant to tie it up. A shot by James, no good.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Antetokounmpo against James. O'Neal passes to Leonard. Oh, Leonard laces it in from distance.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
And here's Duren for 3. And again, the Pistons missing. And it's Leonard with the ball for the Milwaukee Bucks. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Giannis with the dunk.
Yeah, what a sweet move from Giannis. Just breaking down the defense there.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, team, I was able to catch the message that J.B. Bickerstaff was giving to his team. He was very encouraging with his guys, saying to them, we are still in this one. Don't give up right now. Get out there and let's grab this lead from them. Guys, let's see if the intensity picks up here.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Durant against Leonard. And it's good as he snugs it right through the net. Durant's got 10 points here in the second half.
Yeah, elevating his teammates with passes like this. LeBron is all about making his guys better.
Leonard outside. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Second personal foul.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Bucks.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
Another thing they're doing well tonight is shooting from long distance. All game long, they've been finding openings at the perimeter.
And he can't get the first one. He hits the second from the line. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Now here's Thompson. Pass to James. The fadeaway. Rebound, Milwaukee. O'Neal's got 11 rebounds in the game. Leonard passes to Antetokounmpo. Now Leonard. Thompson with a steal. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter here. James against Antetokounmpo. Rejected by Lopez.
Just an effective shot blocker. Lopez using all of that 7 feet, and he does a great job of picking his spots.
Pass to Leonard. Launches a three. They get the rebound. Great positioning on the putback. And the Bucks lead by 8.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
Now here's Thompson. Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
Flying high, Ausar Thompson. I wish I still had hops like that.
A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. Antetokounmpo outside. To the paint. Here's O'Neal. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Well, you can see why he's a go-to guy for them. They trust in his ability to shoulder the offensive load.
On the wing, Durant. 52 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And there's the rejection. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession. And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
Oh my, and that was textbook defense. Positioning himself well to send it back.
There's 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Clock at 4. Pass to Chamberlain. From the arc. Out to Thompson. From deep. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And that's why you don't give up on the glass.
Man, his efforts well rewarded right there.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the board.
And now we've got an intentional foul.
LeBron James. First personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for 2. Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second. And no luck at the stripe this time. Second one won't fall. Absolutely no room for error.
Everything has to almost fall perfectly for them to pull this out.
With the floater, James can't get it to go.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
Taking 2 shots.
He gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. And a comeback here looking very unlikely.
Absolutely everything would have to go their way at this point.
Here's Bryant. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Bucks lead by 9. So we see the Bucks get the win here. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yeah, so true. They put on a show here at home, and I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence too.
Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Giannis, that was a lockdown defensive effort. What sets you guys apart in that regard?
We just have that individual pride. Like, we don't want our guy to score on us, and at the end of the day, we know that somebody else going to have our back. So you just got to go out there, try to be active, try to get past lanes, try to rebound the ball. And we got a guy like Brook that is doing a great job, and he's helping everybody defensively.
That pride showed tonight. Congrats on the win.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson signing off. As we leave, we present our player of the game.